Racing!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sector 1 on this wet and wild Sunday night evening for most parts of Australia tonight. Tonight we have Group B at the beautiful Sardinia Road Track Layout C. Joining me in the box tonight is the one and only Karen, and not actually racing this weekend for a change is the good doctor. How are we, gentlemen?
Yeah, good, Jim Bob. I've got my ticket to France sitting here next door to me. As soon as I finish up here, I'm going straight onto the plane and get underway with testing. We've got some absolute barnstorming racing tonight, especially in the beautiful part of Sardinia here in this part of the world. Good evening to everybody watching as well, and yeah, I'm feeling good. How about you, Lucas?
Evening, gents. I'm keen to get into this, actually. It took me a little while to find my way back into the office this week, but haven't been in here for a while, so it's nice to be back. Nice to be back in the box and ready for some good racing tonight.
Awesome. Alright, so I would put the track layout up, but that means you wouldn't be able to hear anybody else except myself. So we'll do that anyway. We're at Sardinia. It's sprint round this round. We're in Italy, a 2.6 kilometre layout, 10 corners. It's a lovely morning here in Italy as well. So we've got a 10-minute qualifying, 20-minute race based off qualifying, and then a feature race, which is where all the points are, will be based off the previous race results. Karen, who's looking good?
So we've kept our eye on a few people, and the big standout tonight is, of course, one of our big returning drivers of previous Sector 1 history. We've got, we'll keep that a secret for now, but for Red Mist Racing, Killer on the Loose is up and about. We saw Corey Hack last week have a very good round indeed, finishing P4, I believe. Also keeping our eyes on the malevolent one for your mob, Jim Bob. Yep. He's sporting the new paint job as well, and he's been very, very quick off the bat, setting mid to low 52s very quick. And I might just press this big red button to get these guys on the way, because these guys are anxious tonight.
Alright, very good, let's go. Alright, we've only got, I think there's only 1 or 2 sector splits here too, so we'll do our best to get through the field before Karen starts screaming out qualifying times.
Thanks to everyone joining tonight as well. Good evening, Womble Dadson. He said he's currently on an island in Jimboomba right now. Good evening, Wakey and Carbon Boy. Hope you're all well. Smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, and smash the notification bell so you don't miss a bit of the action. A little bit of housekeeping with these boys tonight. Unfortunately, Womble is not able to make the grid. The truck has been left at the Red Mist HQ. He's about half an hour behind Killer on the Loose's truck, and it's been caught out in the flash flooding, unfortunately, so he will not be participating tonight. And the King Oscar's Porsche has had major dramas in the practice sessions here with ECU and engine swaps, and unfortunately will not be participating as well. So that's 2 cars out of tonight's Group B race. But we're hoping to keep all the action live and uninterrupted here. For those who are stuck in the Queensland floods as well, stay safe. We're thinking of you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the man that's returning back to the series, the one and only Mr. Lockwood, half of the OG DS4 gang. Shades in the other half of that, and the Chill Out Systems car for Racing Cars Light Legends tonight.
Yep, former Deeds Racing driver and Ragged Edge driver as well.
So I don't know if he's upgraded to a wheel or not yet, but I'm too sure it didn't matter anyway. He's using it pretty quick, so these guys are coming around to do their first laps. Brewski's run wide. Be happy with that.
He's coming too.
Yeah. So we've got Lockwood in the Chill Out car. Sets a 52.3. It's not bad opening lap either. We've got Killer on the Loose and the Green Beacon Golf livery for Red Racing. We've got the Grev E2 first flyer and the second of the Chill Out cars. Off. Just dropped down to 4th in that beautiful looking Aussie Hampton car, which I believe is based off the ANZ Sierra from back in the day. We'll get back up here too. We've got the Malevolent one for CJ Sports, and the Angela car, P2. We've got Excalibur for Death Grip Racing and Revolution Race Gear Porsche. That car looks amazing as well.
Oh, best car on the grid, I'd say.
Filthy in the Tracks car from Black Light Motorsport. It's absolutely as well. We've got the Crazy One for Deeds Racing in the Gamesman car. Next on the grid list, we've got Petey Poops. It's Petey Pops' birthday today too, so big happy 50th to him. And his kids told him he had to race a pink car tonight, so phone call went into Stickers Auto Designs, and what you see is what you get there. It's a beautiful car too. Next up, we've got Brewski and the Tamar Cars entry for Obsession Motorsport. And rounding out the field tonight is the Stranger Complete Angler Bentley car, Team 53. So
just looking at these lap times at the moment, sorry, Jim Bob, I tell you what, oh wow, Killer on the Loose and Lockwood just traded times there. Killer was on pole for a split second and Lockwood got back up with a 52.2. That's actually quite quick. We saw in the Supercup Group A that a few of these guys were into the 51s early on, and we saw in the Challenge Group A that there were a few 51s, but low 52s were the mark here, and Lockwood's off to a great start.
Yes, absolutely. It's fantastic. Nice first start.
I reckon we might just jump on board with your man Malevolent One, Jim Bob, and we'll have a quick look at the beautiful Sardinia C track layout.
Alright, he's on, go.
He's on to the first corner, as we call it, Calcio. You saw this track at the first corner the first time we went here, then through Scarlo, of course. This is a very short, very quick track. You don't want to make any mistakes, and even the littlest time can cost you 3 or 4 spots. Then into Caviglia. The ankle, as we call it, down through the roller coaster. A very easy place to go wrong. Hit the wall here and you're in trouble as you enter the knuckles. Flat out through here, hitting speeds of up to 235 k's an hour, and an entry into the fearsome corner known as turn 10. I don't know why there's only 3 main corners, but it's called turn 10. We're going to leave it for there, and pile on the power as you come onto the front straight here. And that is literally 1 lap of Sardinia C layout, the smallest layout I think we've ever run here in Sector 1 sim racing as well, from a kilometre standpoint, I believe.
Not a bad lap there from the young man as well. Pops himself up to 3rd. Less than a 10th behind the stranger who's managed to slip his way up to the top as well.
And this is the thing about this track, you don't want to be making the slightest error, because if you make one false move and lose a 10th, you could lose 3, 4, even 5 spots. The field at the moment, between the top 6, there's only just over 0.3 of a second, and that's nothing.
Yeah, it's 1.3 down to Petey Poops in 12th. TV time here, so us kids can see that lovely looking car.
Yeah, that fluoro pink doesn't look fantastic.
We've got good evening to everyone in the chat. We've got Womble, we've got Danson, we've got Old Wakey, we've got Carbon Boy, we've got Shizer. Well, guys, never stay dry there in Queensland. As dry as you can, anyway.
Ooh, Magna with a 52.8. That's a bit of a surprise. I thought he'd be a bit higher than where he is at the moment. He's in P9. He's shown fantastic speed earlier on, and Petey Pops just plops himself in the P10.
Yeah, nice work. We've got Magnet, I missed him at the start, so he's in the Autobahn car for Lucky's Lawn Care Racing. The other half, the RCWL conglomerate. I think I got that
Looking filthy with a 52.5, just improves a little bit, goes up to P7.
Yeah, nice work there.
We're going to see some fast laps here at this point. A lot of guys coming out of the pits at the moment. Excalibur with a 52.6 goes up to P8.
Battle of the Powers down there in 8th and 9th as well. Currently sees Excalibur on top. As he makes a quick trip to the sand. And the stranger decides to give him a quick little tap on his way through as well. So these guys are trying to make way for each other.
It's going to be interesting keeping an eye on Lockwood here, who's actually in the toe of Killer on the Loose at the moment. As they start their flying laps, probably going to have, I reckon, 3 more laps to make anything happen with. Of course, being a short track, it could come in within 3 minutes, put a set of tyres on, and then go again for 1 or 2 more.
Good evening to the Bad Doc, and good evening to Daz, where it was.
Yeah, Lockwood's definitely in form. He hasn't lost a touch of pace at the moment.
Well,
he's purple.
He's going to get held up here, though.
Yeah.
Might be a bit too close to Killer there.
Who's no slouch behind the wheel himself at the moment in P4.
Second to do turn 10 now. Nice and tight on the apex. These guys aren't using as much as that apron on the outside as the guys were last week in Group
Oh, 52.1.
8.
Look at the split.
On the second. Wow. That's mega.
Gee whiz. I think you were right though, Jim Bob, in that second sector. He definitely got held up by Killer. He's probably going to have to just back off a little bit and find some space. The tyres are still pretty good for 1 more lap. Brewski goes to P5 with a 52.4.
Nice work, Brewski.
And look at the split to Debrief. Jeez.
Wow.
There's a beat, you know what, in that. The stranger goes quicker with a 52.0, and that's without the toe.
So I think he's just coming to put tyres on too, so...
Yeah, his tyres looking very, very fresh. And that's the big thing about this track as well. Sometimes the slipstream does not work. We saw a few laps earlier in the qualifying in last weekend's event where a lot of these guys went out on their own and they were setting faster times than they were in a slipstream because they were just getting balked by the traffic or they were getting distracted.
Keep an eye on the stranger here. Starts coming up the hill to turn 10. Awkward approach to turn 10. You've almost got to let your foot off before you get on the brakes and get the car nice and straight before you brake for that last corner. Brewski's
Yeah.
up to third now.
Oh, good lap, Pruski. Filthy set a 52.5 as well, so he's just brought back that P7.
So the stranger didn't go quicker. Lockwood's on his last lap now.
Coming into turn 10. Oh, he's just clipped the grass a little bit. This might just cost him. In fact, it might have just actually helped him through that mid-corner. Just the angle. Killer goes to P5 again. Oh, no, that's Lockwood done. So P2 for Lockwood. The Stranger's on a flyer at the moment.
Brewski's just finishing up now. He's just come out of turn 10. See what he's got.
2-4 for them off.
Alright, so we'll catch the Stranger now as he comes onto the front straight for the last time. He's flashing the lights already. It's only qualifying, son. Doesn't improve. Got the level of one now. How's he going to go? Will he improve? He does. He goes to the top.
Oh,
wow!
Bang! What a clutch if I've ever seen one. That's amazing. Last car on the track and he gets it.
Wow, what a good young man he is.
So no penalties on the grid tonight. These guys for race 1 can just go for it.
Alright, so we'll get the guys ready to go. Jeez, it's been a while since we've done a red flag too. This is a bit strange.
Yeah, there's 12 of the very best looking cars in all of not just Sector 1, but Gran Turismo in general.
Alright, so we're on board with White Hips here. 5 light time now. Oh, very quick on the light. We're racing already. Top 4 got a real good start. Killer on the loose got a good start as well. We come up the hill and start heading to turn 1. Pruski's got on the attack straight away. The Stranger and the Millennium won't make contact.
Oh, there's contact!
Oh, well done. Oh no! He's turned him around! Pruski's turned him around! Oh!
Level one's gone! There's going to be frustration.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh, that's big drama.
Tell you what though,
Pruski's in the wall now as well!
Oh, he's gone!
Oh! He really had high hopes of a good result tonight.
This is going to be a war of attrition for these guys. 2 20-minute sprint races, and I'll tell you what, there's still plenty of time. This race isn't for points, but they're fighting very hard, very early.
So
just looking at the back of the grid.
The Stranger's managed to get himself up to first place by not doing a single thing. Lockwood's in second, Magnus in third.
I'll tell you who has had a good start, Petey Pops. He's gone up to P6. He's finding Filthy for 5th at the moment.
Oh, have a look at him. I don't think they'll be changing the colour of their car for a while.
No, I think the, as I'm going to call it, the strawberry shortcake for tonight. He's doing a bloody good job. He's got a bit of a touch behind for debrief.
Yeah.
Slightly unsettled him as they come into Castiglia.
Got the World Championship for 8th spot as well, with the crazy one, Excalibur and them off.
Oh, I tell you what, the battle for the lead's still going as well. Lockwood's still all over the Stranger, who's going very defensive, and Magnet's had a good start as well.
Big run from Lockwood here.
Oh, who's that that's gone sideways? Killer on the loose on the exit of turn 10. Filthy's going to have a big run up here, and he might just get it done before the corner. Get very aggressive, though.
Here comes Lockwood on the outside. He's not going to go around the outside, is he? He is! What a move from Lockwood! Gets the job done on the Stranger. Magnus having a big look at the Stranger as well. He wouldn't have expected that in a million years. He's just a little bit on the grass. He got the Stranger
pretty
wide.
wide. Through the roller coaster. Oh, that's brave stuff. It's only lap 2. These boys are playing 3. These boys are playing for keeps. Stranger's going to have a look up the inside of Magnet now. They're just behind. Killer and Filthy are still arguing. Well, Petey pops into this too, and Debrev.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit of a pack split at the moment between Debrev as well and Pruski, who's made his way back up to P8. He's got 2.3 seconds. There's still plenty of time and another race to go. If this is anything to go by. Was that the Stranger a little bit loose through Calcio?
Something's happened to Excalibur. He's way off the pace. He's 6 seconds off on the level line, down to 12.
Oh, Filthy's just made contact with Magnet, put him straight into the wall.
Oh,
No, he threw. Oh, that was a big touch as well. Magnet was.
We can get it. Oh, yeah,
Magnet
big.
very greedy.
Didn't have full control of that.
I'll tell you what,
Gee,
there'll be some
I heard the
big
pen
F-bombs.
clicking. Meanwhile, the Lockwood's just clearing out now. He's out to a second from the stranger. On his return to sector one, he'll be loving life at the moment.
Oh, Killer's going to have a big look at Filthy here. Gets it into turn one. Petey Pop's actually going to have a look as well. Filthy's going off.
Yes.
Filthy's off.
Oh, he's done well to hang on to that, though. That was
Great car
fantastic.
control.
Oh, he's got
There you-
Brewski's called right up to the back of him now, though. Oh, Filthy's run
Oh.
wide again.
Dirty tyres.
Yeah, here comes them off now, too. Oh, the boss just slightly tapped the wall there, going through Knuckles.
Gee whiz, this is this is fantastic racing. I don't know where to look. Petey Pop's DeBrev having a big fight in P4, and of course you've got the battle for the lead at the moment. Lockwood is second over the stranger at the moment.
I tell you what, Petey Pops is he's on fire tonight. P4 started around the bottom of the group. I think it was about 10th he started. Around the outside of turn one. Brad gets that done nicely on the inside.
Brewski's making a great comeback though. Look at him just behind these two. Everyone's fighting is actually helping them out.
Oh, there he's going, run wide.
Petey Pops. He might not be happy about that one though, because it was a little bit wide and Brewski went in and it didn't really help Petey's line. He had to sort of know where to go, just straight onto the grass, but...
Oh, Brewski's having a look at the breath too.
Oh, Petey Pops, just save it, son, save it, son!
He's gone.
Oh, no!
Oh,
Oh,
see if we can catch it.
just gassed it a little too early.
Gee, that's a shame. He was on fire tonight. He was on board for a great qualifying result today. Lockwood's 2 seconds up the road from the stranger. He's half a second up the road from Killer on the loose.
And look at the background, Brewski's having a big look at DeBrev.
Noble will be happy with that, seeing his... Oh,
DeBrev's
gone! He's gone!
Oh!
Two.
And how about the reactions from Prue? Oh, God!
I think I better just follow Brewski around. The action's all over him tonight.
Oh, wow, just
So that's
couldn't
dropped,
hold it.
that's dropped the Brev all the way down to 11th spot. So he won't be happy about that at all.
No, and this is where the war of attrition comes in, because it's going to be an endurance race of sorts, because everyone's going to fall around you, and you're going to want to just take your own time, make your own way up the grid. Brewski's fighting back hard. Malevolent one up to P7, and the crazy one is in P8. They've all three of these guys at the moment have just started to avoid the drama and avoid the chaos, and they're really making headway into this pack.
Oh no! Lockwood's gone! Lockwood's gone
Oh
around!
no! What's happened there? Has he got...
Oh, he's just too wide at turn 2 or 3, I think. And he's in the grass and he's just spun around.
Oh, I'll tell you what, he's got Filthy all over his rear end through the knuckles, and Filthy may have a big dive here. He's on the outside though. Lockwood's got rear end damage, so he's got no aero on that rear end.
Filthy will eat him up down the back straight for sure. So Brewski's third.
What a recovery. Filthy's going to have a big look at Lockwood here though, coming into the first turn. Calcio.
I think he'll get it done easy in the end. Oh, maybe not so easy. Shut
Oh,
the
Malevolent
door
one
up.
with a big...
Shut the door up a little bit.
Yeah, just behind Malevolent one's big power slide coming out of Calcio. Held on to that.
Killer on the loose is now a second behind Stranger.
Yeah, keeping an eye on the lap times between the two, and last lap there might have been a bit of a mistake from Killer because there was half a second difference, but their times have been relatively even throughout their stints.
I tell you what, fastest lap at the moment if you don't mind, 52.2 from the Moth.
Who's in P6 and he's within a shout of actually getting into P4. got Lockwood and Filthy behind him, and he is in the slipstream range at the moment.
Absolutely.
Now, as we come into lap 10 as well, we're going to see the strategy game start to play its head. It is very hard to look after these tyres, especially the right side tyres here at Sardegna C, especially with these high-speed corners as well. Just going through the field at the moment, and the best person on those tyres is the Moth.
Oh, wow.
He's really looking after that car at the moment. His fuel's really, really tidy, but we don't really need to worry about fuel in these sprint races here at Sardegna C. Moth just...
A little bit there.
Slight commentator's curse.
Here comes the level at 1. Oh, how's the approach? Oh. The level at 1 though. Strangers in.
Killer's gone around again, and Filthy, and the Moth.
And the Moth.
That's interesting.
And Excalibur as well.
We saw in the last weekend's events that a lot of people decide to undercut. Seems like there's a few of these guys who are going for the overcut at the moment. It'll yield results towards the end of the race. They will have a very fresh car, but it's gonna bite them a bit here at this point. They're gonna lose out if they're not careful.
Alright, so the Stranger's out, the Broom's out, Presky's out, Lockwood's out. And the Malevolent one's out as well.
He didn't like those rear tyres at all towards the end there. The Malevolent one, he was sideways everywhere, go-kart style.
Magnet's all over PDPs for 11th spot at the moment as well.
All over him like a deal at Autobahn.
Yeah, so Killer's gone around again.
Oh, that's interesting, that is.
I don't know if Womble's turned the plugged the radio in the car. That green beacon machine, but I dare say he'll want to come in pretty quick because these guys will just eat them up on fresh tyres.
Yeah, it's about a 20-second turnaround, I think, in the pits. I can't remember, give or take 10 seconds. Let's just leave it with Deeds Fuel Man on that one.
Comes the Leveler Man, one now having a look at the Moth, gets it done easy. Nice recovery from the Leveler one too, just quietly. He was facing backwards on the first lap, so the field's starting to spread out a little bit as well.
Killer's in.
Keep an eye on the Stranger now, he's just coming up to the last corner.
Keeping an eye on the sector, on the split as well. 16.6 seconds was the split at the point. Killer's just going to need tyres. It's going to be very interesting to see where he pops out. Brewer might have him here. Killer's moving.
Yeah, Presky.
Oh, Stranger. Oh, Stranger had to do some very big evasive manoeuvring there just down the exit of the pit lane there. Would have ended in tears. So he's lost about a second and a half as Killer to the Stranger, but he's got the fresher car. Got the fresh car by about 3 laps.
So Lockwood's starting to have a big look at Filthy here in the 4th spot too.
These guys start dicing. Malevolent one just start waltzing up to them.
He's already starting to catch them.
Yeah, he is. He's already ripped out 2/10 first half of this lap alone.
Filthy goes defensive.
Tell you what, big battle happening just a bit further down for the World Championship for the 8th place. Excalibur and the Kazi one side by side through the knuckles there, and Kazi had to back off a little bit.
It's a nice looking car, that Revolution Race Gear Porsche.
Yeah, someone get me some tissues. I think that's the best livery on the grid, bar none. And I don't like saying that about any of the cars on the grid because they're all fantastic, but oh boy, that Revolution Race Gear car. Oh, Kazi's going to have a look around near the outside.
Thought about it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Stranger started to gap Killer a little bit here. Oh, actually, no, he's not. He's lost a chunk of time. Yeah, Killer's caught him by a second already. Very interesting.
Resky's there in 3rd at the moment. He's got no one in the world around him.
Yeah, but look just behind. Filthy and Lockwood is really starting to heat up at the moment. The Malevolent one's just lost a little bit of touch to them, just on that corner exit.
Filthy might have a look. Lockwood might have a look here, sorry. Here he goes.
Up the inside into Calcio.
Oh,
Filthy holds his line.
Nice work.
Great defense. just keeping our eyes through the pack at the moment with these strategy calls. Lockwood pitted at the end of lap 10, but he's also used the most tyre out of everybody in that top 5 at the moment. Of course, Killer, who pitted only 2 laps ago, precious on tyres, and he's ripping chunks out of the Stranger at the moment. It's under a second.
Filthy with the big dive bomb to the inside apex. I think Lockwood will be a little bit more aggressive on them this time. He's having a big look, he's right under that big rear wing on the back of the Porsche. Pulls out early.
Oh, he's going to get the brakes. Hugs the inside, but Filthy's just holding his position very nicely at the moment.
He's doing a great job.
Tell you what though, Malevolent One's going to catch them at this rate. He's just started clawing time back. It's 1.4 from Lockwood to Malevolent.
His first season in Sector 1. Graduate of the Community Series, I believe, so had a bit of a rough start, but the last couple of rounds he's found his feet. He's been consistently up the top, so.
Yeah, he's looking very good. Of course, community drivers starting in the Community Series there with the 86s. Quite a few of our Sector 1 drivers have started through the Community Series, of course, including some of the biggest names in the Supercup.
It's like gets the job done this time, pulled out before the start, before the hill. Gets it done.
Third time lucky.
Yeah. We'll just head back up the field here. Go for a quick run with 5 minutes to go. It's the Stranger who's just under a second on the Killer on the loose. He's got 2.1 seconds back to Brewski. P4 on his comeback event. He's got Filthy right behind him. Filthy likes to attack that inside apex. Break a little bit late early, I think. Got the level 1 down to the 6th spot. He runs wide. Keep it together, son. Got the Moth in the 7th. Battle of the Powers. I think he's winning that one at the moment. Got the Crazy One in 8th spot. Excalibur right behind him in 9th. Debrief on the comeback in 10th. Got the Birthday Boy Petey Pops down there in 11th. The Slushy Machine. And Magnet rounds out the field in 12th.
Just keeping an eye on the top 3 at the moment. Prue has started to get a little bit of time back. He's got the worst tyres, but he's actually lunched out a few tenths the last couple of laps at the moment. Stranger did a 52.4 last lap.
It's got the fastest lap too, just by the way. He's got a 52.13.
Just checking those lap times last lap. 52.6 for Stranger and Killer. 52.5 for Brewer, but it was 5.99, so essentially a 6. So they're very, very easy on their times, and then behind Lockwood at 52.9. Filthy just behind's having a big look, and I'll tell you what.
Filthy's no
Filthy's
slouch.
He's actually quicker right now in terms of lap time. At 52.3 last lap. His tyres look better than Lockwood's. Lockwood's gone wide! Oh, there's off! There's contact!
What's the contact?
There was just understeered. Lockwood went a little bit wide, and that didn't really help as he came back on. Just a little bit of a touch, and it sent him straight into the wall. He had unfortunately nowhere to go though. And Malevolent One is now up to P5, and look at the Moth from P6.
Yeah, he'd be loving life. Everyone just seems to be falling off the track in front of him. He doesn't have to do any work. He's just climbing up the field.
Tell you what, Carbon Boy's right in the chat at the moment. This has gotten spicy, this race.
It's certainly settled down a lot in the last 5 minutes though, but geez, that first 5 to 8 minutes was a lot going on.
I reckon there still might be another little spicy meatball, because the last laps between Killer and the Stranger, the Killer set a 52.4, but the Stranger set a 52.6. So the Stranger is starting to lose out to Killer. The tyres are starting to play their part. Brewer's started to drop off just that little bit. The tyre life isn't as good. Out to 3.3 seconds, and then there's Filthy, another 3.3 behind.
Stranger's
Level one
definitely
is
losing.
starting to range up on the back of Filthy at the moment.
Stranger's definitely losing time to Killer as well.
Tell you what though, this is going to make a very, very exciting second race at this point, with the field as stacked as this.
Yeah, I think the gloves will come off pretty hard at the first couple of minutes of the second race. This is only for qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, so imagine how the race is going to go.
Might also be a world championship for 8th on at this rate as well, because debrief's caught up and back with the crazy one.
Lockwood did alright to come out in 7th, and he lost a couple of spots. Brett's definitely catching the crazy one though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Big time.
Just keeping the eyes on who might just make the cut-off, or... So it looks like all of the top 5 may do another lap. It'll be touch and go for them off at this point. But everyone from 7th down, this will be their final lap. The level one's actually caught up to Filthy here in P4 as well.
Yeah, he's got another lap up his sleeve too, so...
Filthy's better on tyres at the moment, but level 1, quicker. 52.7 last lap versus 52.9 for Filthy.
Ooh, it gives a Wallace slide tap at the knuckles.
Just damaged that beautiful paint job. And the gap between the Stranger and Killer has started to extend a little bit. It's 1.4. No risks need to be taken in this race, of course.
Alright, so we'll jump back down the field. The Moth is going to finish the race in 6th spot. Well done, the Moth. Lockwood will come home 7th in his return drive. Crazy One's going to win out the World Championship for 7th, 8th. Brem will come home 9th. Excalibur 10th. 80 Pops will finish 11th. And Magnet will come home in 12th spot. Up front though, I think the Stranger's got this one run and done. 1.3 seconds up the road from Killer.
Tell you what, it's going to make it a very interesting race too. Stranger flashes the lights, comes over the line, takes race 1.
I'll tell you what, if they finish the way they are, which it looks like they will, guess who's going to be starting right behind Krusky. So we'll see how good of a memory the Malevolent one's got.
Oh, jeez.
So
that's going to be...
The Stranger takes the victory in the qualifying race.
Oh boy, that's going to be a habanero chili and a half.
Oh yeah.
So I reckon we'll give these guys a 5-minute break just to give them a bit of time to just to relax, debrief and unwind. Tell you though, what a result. Some good racing all over the park. Some questionable moves of course, but that is part of racing.
Jeez, I tell you what, their first 5 minutes was hard work.
Oh yeah.
There was an awful lot going on. So while we're in the break, I did a little bit of homework today. Points, Supercup, Group A. So the top 3, I don't have any screens for you either, guys. Sorry, but the top 3. Corgi, TX3 and Kiwi, and then it's 39 points back to the Muffin Man in 4th spot and at the top of the Next Level Racing Super Cup. Teams Championship, Ragged Edge Racing's on top in the Super Cup and Lightning Motorsports on top in Challenge. And combined, Ragged Edge is in front at the moment. I think they're on 550 points or something from memory. Lightning Motorsports 16 points behind, and Lucky's Lawn Cares is another 73 points down the road. So you can see the dominant teams this season, obviously, being Ragged Edge and Lightning Motorsport. And everyone else has just had to fight for the scraps.
Yeah, just looking at the points at the moment. Yeah, Ragged Edge and Lightning have been in a class of 1. And just been head and shoulders above quite a lot of the teams this season. It's been a revelation looking at the rookie squad of Lightning as well. They've picked some very strong drivers in the form of Evil Evo, of course, and Airborne, who really starred in the Community Series. Of course, you've got Speedy Tyres, who, being a racer at CP, they don't pick their drivers very quickly. They take their time. They select the very best. And of course, Stickers, who personally has probably been the most improved driver this season. His pace has gone head and shoulders above what a lot of us drivers thought, and his defensive skills. Oh boy, Pruski, you got another rival. He's just in a league of his own with the defensive.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you what though, just checking out the challenge points for the final round at Lasarth, it's going to take a miracle for Evil Evo to lose that title, because he's got quite a gap on him at the moment. He's got a 29-point buffer over his teammate on Olympic. Well, how do we say it?
Honourably airborne.
God, spit it. I can't spit it out. And then you've got the battle between Ragged Edge, Bumcrack and Bad Doctor, of course. They're separated by 5 points. Daz rounding out the top 5, who's had a very good season. He's had a couple of races he'd like to forget, but he's only 7 points behind Bumcrack, which is a fantastic effort at this point. And I'll tell you what, this challenge race, this is going to be the race that defines the team's title. I feel Airborne, Bumcrack, Evil Evo, and the Bad Doctor, they've all been basically stuck to each other like super glue. Any one of those guys make a mistake, and it's going to throw the combined teams championship wide open in the opposition's favour. Because if you look in the the Super Cup drivers, for example, you've got Speedy Tyres and Stickers racing in Group A, along with TX3 GDR for Ragged Edge, but then in Group B you've got the trump card, which is V8, and he's going to be very, very quick. Yeah. They, yeah. And for a bit of weight shedding in the Ragged Edge car this time around, they've actually not put the cup holders in for the Ragged Edge car for V8. Of course, he doesn't like us calling him on stream either. Doesn't like being shown on the streams. I'll tell you what, I think it's time we get these guys underway. There'll be 12 very nervous drivers in this grid. Alright, so let's get these guys started. Oh, always very humble.
There he is. Alright, sorry about that. I didn't push the mute button again, so we're back at it. Just in time for race start, funnily enough. How's that for timing? Alright.
So we're about to go to war.
Race
Another
2.
20 minutes of war.
Lights haven't come on yet. I think we'll stay on board with the Malevola one. He's got a bright yellow car in front of him. 4 lights, 5 lights. And they're off and racing. Oh, good start. Prince's got a brilliant start. He's going to fire up the inside of the stranger coming into turn 1. Lockwood's trying to find a space on the malignant one into turn one as well. Up the front, the Stranger's real tight on that front apex. Gets the job done nicely. Filthy's up to third. Filthy's made a couple of spots up. Have a look at it.
Everyone got through turn one.
Killer on the loose has managed to drop a few spots. And Lockwood's managed to get in front of the malignant one as well. Oh, Filthy's hit the wall. Here comes the train. Oh, it's got a tap from Lockwood as well. Oh, this is going to get real spicy into turn 10. Filthy once again takes that real shallow line. We're running wide off the front last corner as well.
See what they know to play for keeps as well, because they've all been very, very clean. Everyone's still on the same stretch of road at the moment. Of course, that'll change very quickly. As look at this, Malevolent one, Lockwood, oh, Killer!
Oh, well
just
done,
behind.
boys.
Oh, Kazi, hold on! Kazi just had a big moment just at the exit of Calcio there. Magnet's had a fantastic start, starting 12th, he's up to P7.
Well, the Powers behind as well. The loss in front of Excalibur. We're up the front now, and the Stranger's got just over half a second on Brooksy already. Brooksy's got about the same back to Filthy in third. The World Championship fourth spot now sees Killer Lockwood and Malignant one. Basically, you can't put a blanket over it.
Yeah, and the big thing at the moment is Malevolent one has been very aggressive so far, wanting to make moves, wanting to go up the grid. He just hasn't been able to make the move happen just yet.
He's got a good run out of turn one though. He's going to have a look at Lockwood here. Oh my God, pulls back in. Oh, here he goes.
Oh!
Alright, go out, so you get hard out. Oh, Lockwood's off.
Gathered it up though.
Dead, well done. Magnet's catching these guys quickly as well.
Tell you what, the battle up the front as well is really closed up. Brewer's just chomped time out of the Stranger, and the Stranger knows it too.
Yeah.
Trying to break the toe. Look at that fast slap, 52.6 to start things off by Brewer.
I'll tell you what, Filthy's found himself in third place with no one around him, so he'll be loving life at the moment.
Oh, look just behind him though, Killer and Lockwood. Very dicey. This
Malevolent one's going to get both of them here. There
what
he
a
is.
move on the outside too of Calcio.
Well done. And
Magnet's looking racy
there
too.
he is.
He's actually brought the crazy one and Excalibur with them.
So the boss dropped off as well. Oh, Lockwood's in the
Oh, Excalibur, careful. Just trying a big look at Kazi through the roller coaster there, through the knuckles.
Oh, Lockwood.
Oh, there's contact behind!
Excalibur. Oh, there's no redress either.
Oh.
I don't know about that. Don't know about that.
Tell you
A
what,
little bit of trouble for that one, I think.
I think he might have super glued the stamp there.
Absolutely. Good evening to the fan club.
I think they've just arrived out of that wet Queensland weather.
Yeah. Oh, Prisky's having a look at the Stranger. Oh, jeez, the Stranger lost an awful lot of time there. It's almost like he had no grip at all. Filthy's caught up to him as well, so...
Yeah, Filthy's gonna... Oh.
Something
Oh,
happened to
Filthy.
that Team 53 car. Look at Filthy.
I tell you what, yeah, just look at the lap times at the moment, and I reckon Pruitt and the Stranger had a big moment, or they've been fighting way too hard, because Filthy was actually 2/10 quicker than them. Last lap, Pruitt did a 52.9, 53.7 for the Stranger though, so he's definitely in a moment somewhere.
I think he might have gone off at the grass here.
Oh, just behind Lockwood, just nearly goes off in first turn. Magnet just sliding sideways through there.
Mistake.
He's just backed off.
Jeez, I tell you what, these guys won't want to battle each other too much because Lucky will be on the phone apparently not as happy horse on either, so don't scratch those cards, boys.
Filthy might just have a big look at the stranger coming up to the first corner. He's right smack bang underneath the tail of that 911 RSR. Stranger's still in the toe, but only just.
Here he comes. Filthy's got a big run. Stranger tries to cover.
Oh, Filthy backs out of it.
He does. Tell you what, he's got a good run out of turn 1 though. He's a wily old fox, is Filthy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. No stranger to the Sector 1 scene, of course, been around a very long time. I believe one of the OGs of Thrill House
he's
as well.
hit the wall though! Oh no!
Hold on to it, Filthy!
Oh, get off him.
Yeah, we nearly put the Moz on him.
Yeah.
Move on.
That's right. Tell you what though, Prisky's loving life at the moment. 1.2 seconds out in front.
Killer and Malevolent One are still joined at the hip as well. Fighting for P4.
Lockwood's trying to get on the back of these two as well. Excalibur
Yeah, there's
at
only...
P7. It's not a bad start from Excalibur. He's down to 5 start.
Yeah, but look who's behind him at the moment. Magnet and Petey Pops. These two are off the back of the grid.
Yeah, they are.
They made them, yeah, and they've made their way to 8th and 9th respectively. Great job so far.
Yeah. It's very bright looking. It almost looks like a raspberry humble bubble, doesn't it?
Yeah. Very back to the... It's got a very 80s retro sort of vibe about
Yeah,
it.
it does. So,
Very nice.
with snow on the side, I believe they do. Can't get problems. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong.
I was going to say they do ice cream flavours because I thought the last one was Blue Heaven and this one was strawberry.
That's terrible.
Ooh. Anyway, Magnet's pitted. So he's taken the strategy that D-Flow and Knuckles used.
That's early.
Saw last week with D-Flow and Knuckles, they pitted very early compared to their rivals around them, and they actually made significant gains.
So, Filthy's starting to catch the stranger a little bit here as well. Oh, Lockwood's gone.
Oh, no.
Background. He ran real wide out of turn 3.
I think something's happened to Killer though, because Killer was in front of Lockwood, and he was smack bang behind the Malevolent One as well. So there's been a moment.
Oh no, that's way too far back. Yeah, I think there's something definitely happened there. He was loose coming out of the final turn as well. Skeleton pits.
And the box follows him.
The Stranger's caught catching up with Brisky as well.
Yeah, just under a second between the two. And the Malevolent One's starting to really work onto the back of Filthy as well. Less than a second between those guys. Lockwood got out of this by any stretch of the imagination between the top 5, just under 5 seconds.
Filthy's run wide a little bit there, didn't touch the ball this time as it goes through the knuckles though.
Keeping an eye on the Magnet Watch at the moment as well. He's pitted, but he's going to be very well held up by Excalibur because Excalibur's come out smack bang in front of him. So this strategy may just backfire. Stranger's in.
You want to get around Excalibur pretty quick, I think. Stranger has come in.
Tell you what.
Pete Poops and Lockwood have come in as well.
It's going to be very interesting to see what Lockwood could do in fresh air and how long Brewer and Filthy run for.
So the Stranger's out just behind the Crazy One. He's got a fair bit of space around him.
Looks like Lockwood is 3.5 seconds behind the Stranger, so overall...
Geez, the Malevolent One's called right up to the back of Filthy here. They're both pit together.
Shadows him in.
Yeah, I think Prisky's in as well.
Yep. Filthy's in as well. So the guy we need to keep an eye on is the Stranger, who's in the middle of a battle with the Crazy One.
I think the Crazy One should come in this lap. He does.
Yep. It'll be interesting to see where the Stranger comes out compared to Prua and Lockwood as well. Pruski come out.
Tell you what, has a feel safe from the crazy one. He's done real well there.
Oh, I tell you what, there's been some ground made up.
It has. It's only half a second now. It was nearly a second when they came in, so...
Yep, and a big winner in this as well. Excalibur as Magnets just spun out. Oh, he saves it though. Excalibur's made some big gains as well on Killer, but that's going to affect him later on in the race with the tyre life.
Tell you what, Petey Pops has got a red mirror full of Autobahn Porsche at the moment.
Oh, and I tell you what, Pruski's got a big mirror full of the Stranger. Stranger just sort of had a look there, showed the nose, a little bit of contact at the exit of turn 10.
This guy's starting to use a little bit more of that apron coming out of the last turn as well, so...
I'll tell you what though, if anything happens between these two, looking behind, Filthy for level 1 and Lockwood.
These two have caught the Stranger as well, so something going on with that complete angle car. It seems to just lose power in certain points of the track. Just something turns off and just can't go anywhere, and everyone around just catches up and just drives away from it. 2 seconds.
Yeah, and just looking at the field at the moment, and good comment from Stickers as well. Filthy may need to take a pick with his race suit and helmet for podium shots after all. 10 out of 10 trying to say there.
Oh!
We put the Moz on him too early.
We'll get off him.
He's still in the...
It's all over him now.
Filthy's still in a tow though.
Here he comes.
Oh, the level one's going to have a big look. Filthy's got such a good line coming in through there though. He's just able to hold position so nicely. Going to bring Lockwood into this battle though.
Yeah, Lockwood's coming big time.
They may just let the Stranger and Prua waltz away here if they're not too careful. Oh, Lockwood's in the wall!
Oh no.
He's held it, but gee whiz, that was a big moment.
So Phil's managed to break off the window line here too.
He's still in slipstream range as well with the Stranger.
This is a great try for Filthy tonight.
Start thinking about your drive of the day, guys. We've got 7 minutes to go. Hard to pick.
Oh, level at 1.
Not afraid to show that nose, is he, Craig Lowndes style? And Filthy's line through turn 1. He's just able to keep big corner speed through it very nicely indeed. And that's what's keeping him in the game at the moment.
Yeah, they've dropped off Lockwood here again as well.
Yeah, he seems to be struggling a little bit just with the higher speed corners. He's just understeering quite a bit. Oh, Malevolent One's thinking about the move, but he's going to get a great exit here.
Yes, have a look at that. That entry from Filthy really does cost him exit on the exit.
Gotta have a look here.
He's got to get it done here, surely.
And Filthy used that line again though. No, Malevolent One holds it.
Job done before the turn. Well done. Right, so we'll get off him now. Filthy's having a look.
Yeah, oh, no, backs out of it.
Wise. Very wise, Filthy.
They just want to hold station at the moment, try and keep up with the Stranger who's 1.2 ahead. Malevolent One's got the pace and the tyre life to keep with them.
Filthy's got an unbelievable line lead. He's going to take it. The winning one with the wide entry. This is a great little
I'll tell you what,
here.
it is, and the big thing at the moment is we saw Malevolent One on worn tyres really struggled, whereas Filthy was able to handle the car nicely, and that may come to affect the last 5 minutes. The tyre life for Malevolent One. Can he hold on?
Push.
Lockwood's coming into this battle very quickly as well, within slipstream range.
Stranger's managed to take a little bit of the gap away from Brixton as well in the front. Oh, Lockwood's off again.
Very tricky. Oh, the level at one with a big moment. Almost understeered through the roller coaster.
Lost a lot of time there. I think the Stranger's lost a lot of time as well because Filthy's right underneath it again.
Keeping an eye a bit further down the pack as well. The Mock P9 at the moment. Once again, looked after that car very nicely. Debrief in P8. And pretty good recovery drive from Debrief.
Yeah.
And the early stop strategy for Magnet hasn't worked. He's in the top. He's in the 10. He would have wanted to be a bit higher than that at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think coming in that early was the right call. And he did get stuck behind Excalibur too, didn't he? For
Yeah.
there as well.
We got PD Pops in P11 at the moment, just enjoying his 50th birthday. Of course, he probably would have had a big birthday celebration last night. And, speaking of celebrations, Kazi had a bit of engagement due last night and only had a couple of hours sleep, so to get behind the wheel, doing alright.
Pretty irresponsible to be going out there big boys like that on the race weekend.
Very true.
Right,
We'll forgive PD Pops and Kazi this time. Oh, Magnet's had a big moment too. So PD Pops now in the 10.
Well, Lockwood and the Malevolent one are swapping spots here as well. Lockwood's all over the back of that CJ sports car.
Tell you what, Lockwood getting into the top 4 here would be phenomenal.
Oh, they're both wide.
They just can't seem to hook up that Castiglia at the moment because it's just understeered city for them both.
I think the tyres are gone on that green and gold car. Sliding down here at the moment. Lockwood gives him a little tap on the way out.
Yeah, Lockwood's tyres are even worse at the moment, so he's used a lot of tyre to get to where he is. Tell you what though, Filthy's slowly starting to catch up to the Stranger. Only 2 minutes left, but that's enough probably for 3 laps.
Yeah, 3 laps. Oh, Malevolent one's wide. He's in the dirt. Oh, so Lockwood gets that spot. He's still in the dirt too.
And he's going to have dirty tyres for half a lap. This is going to give Killer a big sniff at the top 5.
Yeah, spend too much time watching it and see what happens.
Sorry, Jim Bob, we put the balls on your squad there.
Oh,
Oh, Killer on the wall. Tell you what, how's the how the bill's going to be for half these teams with wraps and a couple of painted squads? We're going to scratch us through these cars. Holy moly.
I guess that rough studio will be fairly busy this week. Won't have to do much to the Tamar cars entry for Obsession Motorsport though. Preschool's running off at the moment, 1.9 seconds in front of the Stranger. So keep that car pretty clean for the best part of the event as well.
Tell you what, the Filthy's got a fair chunk of yellow on the back of that car as well after the big battle of Malevolent 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holding station in P3 a moment. What a night. He's doing a fantastic job, he's Filthy.
So Malevolent one's now nearly 3.5 seconds off Lockwood. I'd say that's run and done. He's coming under pressure from Keller here now too.
Tell you what, his tyre is very sad at the moment. Killer's got a lot more car underneath him.
So they've still got another lap to go after this one as well.
Just seeing who will be on their final lap.
Excalibur will go again. Brev will go again.
I think it's going to be touch and go for the Moth. He might not get around. It looks like the gap is holding between the Stranger and Filthy at the moment.
Yeah, the Stranger's looked after that car just enough, hasn't he?
Yeah. His front left compared to Crew is actually phenomenally better. Filthy's tyres are very evenly worn, about the same as Brewski's at the moment. Lockwood's right rear is quite sad. He's actually flipped traction control on.
Killer's managed to make any more time up on the level one. So Excalibur will go again. So the Brev's going to finish P8, is he? No, he's going to go around again, so it'll be the Moffat 9th. Beanie Pops will come home in 10th. Crazy Little come home 11th, and Magnet will come home 12th. So it's a shocker from Magnet there. I think the engineer will get the Christmas card for that one.
I'll tell you who will be getting Christmas cards, Easter presents, chocolates, the lot, you name it. He's going to earn it tonight. What a fantastic effort by Pruski. Of course, the man with the wide hips. He's going to shake him. The hips don't lie. The flashing of the lights. He's going to take the win here at Sardinia.
No, no wide hips. Stranger will come home second. Filthy, great drive for third in the black light car. Lockwood's going to come home fourth. And the Malevolent one's going to just edge out Killer on the race for fifth. Excalibur will come home 7th, and the Brown will come home in 8th spot. So, well done to Pruski in the Obsession Motorsports car. Yeah, good point there from Stickers. One of Filthy's favourite quotes is "I never finish on the podium." Driving the day Filthy. So. I think Filthy's going to have a little bit of a hard time for the next 24 hours. I think.
He's going to
live this down and for a while.
He's going to. I personally, driver of the day. Oh, I don't want to say it, but I am going to vote Filthy. So he might be celebrating more than just the podium at the moment.
I'm going to give mine to Lockwood tonight on debut, back first time out. Didn't really put a foot wrong too bad. He did go off a few times, but when he was battling with guys, he was holding his own. So my driver of the day is going to go to Mr. Lockwood.
Yeah, he's just back out on the track at the moment, actually cutting more laps. So just have a look at him now at the moment. Yeah, what a fantastic race that was, and for Pruski, big ups to him. Great race, and he had a few ECU issues before the race, to be honest. He was a little bit laggy, a little bit worried about his connection, but we got that all sorted, and he's come home with the chocolates.
So we've got driver of the day here. Shizer, driver of the day, goes to the Stranger. Chase, driver of the day, the Stranger. Ricky Bobby says Pruski. Stickers Filthy. The Good Doc's Filthy. Bad Doc's Filthy. Dadson's Filthy. Sticker says congrats to the hips. Carbon Boy driver of the day Filthy. Crazy Guy driver of the day Filthy. Womble driver of the day Womble.
Even though he couldn't make it.
Bumcrack driver of the day Pruski. VF Chris driver of the day Filthy. So I think Filthy's going to win that, so he's going to have a real hard time this week.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
He's gonna. I tell you what. He's gonna have to get that that podium shot now already of himself, and he said he was never gonna make the podium. So
it's already
joke's
done. It's already done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, Filthy.
Yeah,
you're on the podium, mate. Well done.
So we'll get the good doc in so he can have his 30 seconds.
Yeah. How did you think of that one, good dog?
Good. Yeah, good effort.
Happy with your boy in third?
Yeah, he did very well. He got a couple bit of a challenge there from the back there and kept his head and stayed in it, which is good. So, no, he's done a great job. Now he's going to do it all over again.
Oh, does he?
Anyway, yeah, he's stepping up to come for the Black Project, who still hasn't got his PS5. So he's taken over so I can do a bit of work in the box tonight. So one of us has to do double duty. So tonight it's Benny.
Anyway, speaking of taking over, guys, I'm going to let you handle all the work from here, good doc. I've got a flight to catch, heading straight over to Le Mans, and I'll try and avoid the plane hold-ups and delays. Of course, with everything that's going on in the world, we think of everybody in Ukraine that's struggling at this time with everything going on, and yeah, hopefully, this all gets solved soon, and it's nothing that we'd like to see. So, on behalf of everyone here at Sector 1, something that we don't really want to see in the world. So stay strong, Ukraine.
Yeah, absolutely. How are we going over here?
Yeah, we're ready to go. I can send him off to qualifying whenever you're ready, mate.
I'm ready to go.
2 seconds, I'll let them know.
Let's see.
Jim Bob, can you just pass me my Porsche keys, please?
Jesus Christ. There you go.
I've left them. Yeah, cheers. Alright. Have a good day, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. So, just a bit of housekeeping, guys. For this lobby either, as we have one penalty, which is Mr. Diego's going to start from the rear of the grid. I can't remember why, but he's the only penalty. Otherwise, we have Filthy stepping up to qualify and race for Blacklight, and Excalibur looks like he's popped in as well for Death Grip Racing to cover for. I'm not sure, to be honest.
That'll be for Superfly.
Superfly, yeah, of course, Superfly. The goat's also on the grid. We've also got.
Superfly's having a holiday, isn't he?
He is.
Yes.
So they're going to. Excalibur running for team points, Filthy running for team points, Diego off the back of the grid for the first race. Everybody else is free to qualify, which they're about to do in 2 seconds. Yeah, we've got a new guy in tonight as well. I'm going to butcher the guy's name, I always will.
Yeah.
Ismail, I guess.
Yeah.
He's running for CB Motorsport in the hotly anticipated Mr. Six time of Faken. So, cards that are freshen up a new paint job to make it his own. So I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do tonight. Racing from the other side of the world.
Alright, so we'll see if we can find it. There he is down in 14th place. It's Mild Truth. We'll go with that for now. I'm sure we'll get to official today during the week. That's what we'll do for today. Beautiful looking best media car then for CB Motorsports. So up the front now we've got
Ando. Has he been in on the grid already? Did he start last round, or is this his first meeting as well?
He started last round.
Okay, cool.
I think he got the chocolates too, just quietly.
Oh, did he really? Okay. Yeah, I was paying attention, guys. What are you talking about? Shut up.
So, you had COVID, so you had sort of an excuse.
I think I was in this race last week, wasn't I? I was. Yeah, but I was so far back I didn't know who won the race. That's right. I was at the other end of the grid. I couldn't see the top from where I was. We'll go with that.
Alright, so Ando in the Lord's single car for Team 53. Of course, he took the seat that was vacated by Pete. The best they can do well, mate. We've got Superlad, who's another crew. He's done a couple of rounds down second one. He's in the Green Beacon Golf car for Red Bush Racing. We've got Lenocious in the Backers Brewing car for.
That's too flat up to paint there, Miranda. Oh, Lenocious going to the top.
The goat.
Oh, Ricky Bobby slips there into third position. V8 fifth. Mary sixth. Oh, the position car's looking good. As well, you get straight to third position there with the CB Motorsports car with a 51.8 with no toe.
Wow. as usual, CB know how to pick up that.
Diego's going to try his best. He does 1:02.3. That should be good for last. Great job, Diego.
Yeah, well done, mate.
He can now race to the front in the first race and start wherever he likes in the second race. So this is the best race to get a qualifying penalty back at the start, back at the grid start. I believe it's because Diego was supposed to be in the race last week.
Yes.
Wasn't available. So when a Group A driver has to withdraw, they go back to Group B, but so they don't just stomp these guys into the ground, they get put to the back of the grid. The Superlad goes 52 flat there on his second lap around.
Surprised the goat didn't go quicker again. He's got a big toe from Emotions. So we'll run through the field quickly. We've got the goat for Death Grip Racing in the beautiful Porsche race car there. We've got Emotions in front of him for Dadson. We've got Ismar Truth, guys that I've already spoken about are on the top two. The best media car. We've got Ricky Bobby in the Obsession Motorsport car with Tomo cars on the side. We've got Ando down in P5 for Team 53. Superman in P6. Big Guns. Oh, that's Excalibur. He's just gone round in front of him too. Big time.
I've just had words from the powers that be. Excalibur is actually not allowed to race tonight because Superfly is serving a one-race ban.
Oh, yes,
So they can't race. They can't grid the car for team points tonight. So I have to remove him. Breaking news here, though.
Yeah, breaking news. Good luck with that one in the steward's office. We've got Troy in P7 in the 101 car. We've got Mary, the second event is Obsession Cars. Cruising in the Chill Out Systems car for Racing Cars and Legends. We've got DJ Brain in the Angelo Engineering car for CJ Exports. And we've got the man with the biggest head playing Sardinia at the moment, Filthy. In the Rep Studio car, which is that another car, or did you just quickly throw another sticker on?
He's actually, that's Andrew's car,
Right.
Black Project's car. So, Black Project runs our Rough Studios livery. Haven't seen much of it this season, unfortunately. As Blacklight have got four cars of 4 different colours.
And we've got Race Fan down in 12th Paleways in the second of the CP cars. And Diego with that beautiful looking Aussie Hampton car, just having a nice cup of Gatorade in the pits after sitting against qualifying time.
Race Fan's sitting low, he's 12th position on the grid at the moment.
Yeah. He's
52.5 though, guys, that's last place in this lobby, so you know. That means I wouldn't even make it onto the grid in this lobby.
No, I wouldn't either. So Goat's purple at the moment. He's right underneath Lenosha's again.
Oh, he's leaning on him into the final turn too, just touching him up a bit there. Keep an eye on Ricky Bobby there, because he's skinny into the substitute range of these guys as well, so he might be able to get a decent tow out of these two. This V8 slips in for the new set of boots.
Yeah. So he's lost a lot of time.
He does, Ricky Bobby did improve. He just went to a 51.89 to P4. Just over the bunch truth there by 0.002.
Yeah. So Ismail's dropped down to 5th, which isn't a bad run. I think he's done a lot of laps in this car already though, hasn't he? Done a lot of testing on the simulator down there at the mega headquarters.
I hazard a guess too, he's probably done a bit of work with the 6-time as well.
Yes.
To help get up to speed with the car.
Yeah.
It's that kind of team at CP, they tend to put a lot of work in behind the scenes. So
DJ's
whether it was quick.
managed to drop himself to 6th spot for a couple of seconds.
Suitload to 4th.
Yeah.
Ando improves again to 51.7. Cruising there, slips inside the top 10 there with a 52 flat. P9 just in front of Race Fan.
We missed Cruising there at the start, so he's in the second of the Chill Out Cars and Racing Cars and Michael Legends. Oh, the goat's hit the wall! He's gone! Oh, big damage.
Oh, huge damage. Front splitter, front right tyre, rear splitter. He's got no downforce and no grip on the right hand side. As Race Fan improves again, this gets him to 9th. So he's just stretched his lead over Cruising slightly. He hasn't improved a position yet. Banging on the door of 51 though, which is ridiculous fast. Filthy there has done what, a 52.3 there at the moment for 12th. Which is a ridiculous lap, but this guy's just come off 40 minutes of racing in the other lobby, so team points are team points. Happy as they are with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Your boys are doing alright this year too.
Lenosha's down, interestingly, he's come out of the pits with no one around him. He had a running back if I was GOAT, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so Lenosha's is now out in clean air by himself. It's really rare to see Datsun racing car without a ton of qualifying. Well, you're watching the Kiwi Raikkonen and Corky show, those guys are swapping slipstream runs.
DJ down in 8th spot. Just in his fastest lap of the race, 4:10s.
Did a 51.983 there for that lap for DJ.
4:10s
He's
on
been...
the go.
DJ's really been picking up the pace this season as well. He's really come to tune with the car. He's actually been threatening up the front end of the field quite a bit this season. So I reckon we might see him on the podium either this season or as we transition to GT7.
A lot of bad bad luck this season for poor old DJ.
Yeah, right, okay.
Getting turned around and pushed off as he goes quicker again.
Yeah, he
Jumps
improves the
race
8th
fan
position
too.
there. Yeah, great job. And he's actually dead level with Espart Truth.
Yeah, he is
They're
too.
completely tied. And interestingly enough, those two are tied and they're 0.002 behind Ricky Bobby. So, you know, getting out of that corner for DJ by like a minuscule more, a little bit more exit speed, he would have been up to 6th position, just like that.
So the
But
gates,
there's not much in this. Look at the gap between 4th and 5th.
Fourth and fifth, 0.001. We saw that in the challenge race a couple of times too. Troy's on a lap here, right? It's not quite purple. Ricky Bobby improves to does a 51.8. Cruising does a 51.9. What's off Cruising? Makes no secret of the fact that he loves the Beetle. Oh, there he is.
V8 goes to 2nd.
Yeah, he does. 51.5 there, so he's not far off the gate. And the gate's finished. So keep an eye on Troy here. We'll see if he improves.
He's coming up towards the split time. Hasn't really got a toe. Looks like it's buried just down the road from 11th. No, he's out by a bit in the split. Vinocius doesn't improve. Ricky Bobby does to 4th.
Wow,
To
good job.
51.7.
Ando didn't improve. See,
No,
lads.
he's 5th. Cruising improves again. He stays 9th.
He does. DJ jumps Ismail to 7th.
Great job, DJ.
Nice
Well,
job,
no,
DJ.
oh, actually, no, it's jumped him. It's swapped him over now. They're still tied.
Yeah.
The game's just playing funny buggers with those two.
Yes. It'll be alphabetical.
Filthy improves again.
Nice job from Filthy.
Yeah, 52.2 gets him just on the back of the field there. So he's within touch of these guys, which is awesome to see.
Alright, here we go. And as expected, the steward's office is starting to get rather loud.
Yeah, I'm staying out of that.
Yeah. Alright, so here we go. This is the qualifying race. The race for the grid.
Long hold.
Very long hole. Righto.
Oh, V8 had a really slow start there out of P2. He's just been swamped by the field.
100% gone.
Wow, he's gone right back down the field. He's back in as far as 10th, I think, by the looks of that. No, 12th.
He's last.
He's last on the grid. And someone's around. Oh, it's the CP car. Yeah, it is. It's the CP car. He's off the road.
Oh, what a shame. See if we can catch it.
Ricky Bobby's a slow. Race fan is also slow. Oh, race fan's slowing up for him. Did the CP cars get together?
Oh no. Missed it
They
on the
would not pick
replay.
and start. Race fan is slowing up for him, so I reckon they might have got into each other. Not a good start for CP Motorsport tonight.
No. Yeah, definitely let them past. Alright, up the front.
That's the big whoops.
There it is.
Alright, don't lead the way.
Followed by Vinocius in second, Ando in third, Superman in fourth.
Mendo's made up a couple of spots there.
Yes.
Oh, he tries the inside line, but I know he just blocks it heavily.
The top four have got a little gap back to Barry and Ricky Bobby.
Geez, Berry's had a good start. He was like 12th on the grid or something silly. He was right at the front.
That's cruising, sorry. It's just
Cruising as well.
Nice save there from Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, don't scratch that car, Berry.
Diego's made his way up to 7th spot as well. There's a big look at DJ there in turn 10.
Diego have a look on the inside as well. Yeah,
That's
nice
good.
move.
Here comes Troy
DJ's
as
going to have
well.
the exit though. DJ's got the exit. Troy's going to have the slipstream as well, so he's going to tuck in behind. He's going to transition to the inside of the track. He's going to try and go down the inside. DJ, he's going to be okay, I think. Diego's going to be under trouble. Yeah.
Oh, 3
As Berry goes
wide.
past Cruising.
Oh.
Blasted the late breakers there from those guys.
Jeez.
Front pack's broken away now.
Yeah. Big time.
It's just, oh, he just holds onto it coming down the hill.
So the goats managed to break away from these guys a little bit as well.
Just on half a second, so it's not out of slipstream yet, so he still needs a good exit out of here. And Ando goes in deep and then comes back for a good exit there. He's going to have to run on Lenotius. He's already to the inside of him. Okay, it's a wall there though when it comes out.
Well, I think Diego might have got a penalty there because it was real slow down the front straight. Filthy's gone around him too, so Filthy's up to ninth.
Hey, top 10. Can you do something?
Yeah, look at that.
Absolutely. As long as he's in the top 40, not we're happy.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. He'll do that easy.
Ando having another look at Lenotius down the hill. He's going to try and set him up at the last corner. Will he go out wide again? Yeah, he sits out wide. Look, see, he's got that late entry. And cuts across the apex and tries to straight line the exit. Try to get that drive out of the corner as Lenotius loses all the pit entry to try and get that extra bit of width.
A couple of guys in the challenge race have taken that line to quite good effect as well.
You know, they did ask the question before.
The goat's still got a hardly half a second up the front. These top four are definitely breaking away now from cruising. The fifth has got DJ starting to catch it as well. Nice start from cruising. V8's dropped off the back of these two a little bit as well. Keep an eye on this battle here though. DJ's having a big look at cruising now. Gets the tight line into the last corner.
He's going to suffer on exit speed though, so Cruiser's going to pull back ahead, so can DJ slide into the slipstream there. Tuck in, set him up into turn one, he's closing up. Goes to the inside.
This will bring the Auto 1 car into this as well.
Oh, they go deep, really deep. Oh, there's touching, there's more touching, there's still side by side. I reckon V8's going to be loving this just in case. He closes up now, 0.4 of a second, he's right on him. They're still touching these two.
That could be real ugly there.
Oh, Cruiser's got to run again down on the inside. Down the hill. Not where you want to be on the inside there. Whoa! Yeah, Troy's with him though. This is going to be making Troy nervous because these guys are all over the track. He's got to run on him up the hill into the final turn. He's going to sit out wide, go for the exit. Look at this. Oh, he's way wide though.
Too wide. He's going to have to go
way too wide. With Diego, so swapping panel paint there along the front straight there.
Cruising's having a big look at it.
Was that little flash of the lights there too, I think, from Cruising? Getting a bit frustrated. He is too, he's flashed the lights, he's frustrated with him.
It's not going to work out very well for him, Sunshine. Oh, Troy!
Oh, hold on to it. He's just got caught under the back wing of that Racing Cars Like Legends vehicle there and just caught the lack of downforce coming down the hill. Easy enough doing these cars.
Yeah, Ando's managed to get around Lenotius as well for second.
Oh, nice.
And seatmates all over the back of that side of that Backus car now.
The green Backus car.
The green Backus car. We'll stick with this one here. DJ and Cruising.
Oh,
jeez.
Touched again there. They are actually quietly just very slightly starting to reel the top of the first four in too. So it's just 2.2 seconds though, so it's still a fairly decent gap. But they are starting to reel that in slightly as DJ goes wide. They're all wide.
They're all wide.
It's making me nervous. I'll take something slap that tyre wall there. Lenotius goes deep on Ando. It gives him a tap into the final corner. Suitlade's now is going to set these guys up for a run. This little pack, Cruising's in the inside as well in the background there.
while the gates out to 1.2 seconds as these guys scrap over second place.
It's nearly stopped for Berry.
Yeah.
Lenosius goes to the inside. It's a big dive under brakes. Ando covers him off with a late lunge. Geez, Ando can get on those brakes late.
He does.
That's the difference between a good driver and a great driver, because they can really modulate the brake pressure and stand on the brakes so late that you can't fathom how they can stop it so cleanly. This little battle's just raging on again though. DJ cruising and Troy as well with them. Troy, who we're more accustomed to seeing towards the front end of the Group A pack, obviously stepping into the third part of the season now.
Real
way wide. He's going to get hung out to dry though, but cruising that really slow exit like Filthy did in the first race. Troy gets in to get out of the way of this.
Yeah. So we know how fast Troy is too, so if these guys keep scrapping, he'll probably jump him a bit, something before. Fresh rubber will be out, mate. Oh, they're touching! Oh! Cruising. Oh, jeez. That's a bit of a risky entry there for DJ. Oh.
Crunch, bash, crunch.
He's getting re-wrapped next week, isn't he? These guys need to settle down a bit because they're holding on to the time as well.
That, the fact that they're millimetres away from actually having a really, really big crash, which is going to put them in a world of pain. As Goat goes in from the lead, Suitlake goes with him.
It's only qualifying, boys. Cruising second.
Ando and Lenosius continue round, so Ando now assumes the lead of the race. It'll make Pete happy seeing the T53 car on the front leading the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that said, they expect to see Ando in Group A next season, I reckon. He's got the pace to be up there. They're so clean, these guys.
So the gate's out, he's got no one around him whatsoever.
So DJ stayed out, Ricky Bobby stayed out, Filthy's still out, Goat was in 6th position, Suit Lad is 2 seconds behind him, so about what they were when they went in.
Yeah, Dale Lenosius are going at it again here.
Oh, that was a late entry from Mando. Oh, not sure about that one, guys.
Not sure about the entry from Lenosius though either, to be honest. It was,
yeah, righto. They were trying to play funny buggers with each other, were they?
Yeah.
Right, Ricky Bobby goes through to assume the lead. Here comes Goat, straight down the front straight. He's going to grab him as well. Suitlat goes with him. Is he going to clear all of them?
Yes.
Here they come out right behind. Oh, they come out right behind Goat. And Suitlat goes past. Effectively P2 now for Suitlat. Ando tucks in behind him. So these guys are going to go at it again now, these three.
So Suitlat's jumped very good too, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. That undercut worked out really, the overcut, sorry, worked out really well. And you've got in the background there, it looks like Troy's jumped over both DJ Brain and Cruising with that early stop.
Yeah. He's got a big gap too.
As Cruising and DJ go at it again.
World Championship for 5th now becomes a World Championship for 7th.
Oh, Suit, that goes too deep into the final turn. Ando's going to get under him. Suit, that gets that extra drive out of the exit of the corner on the outside. So Ando's going to maybe have to go back into line, but it's going to leave Lenosius with a good run.
Yeah, he's got the tail of 2 as well.
Not going. Well, this is a lot of racing for 20 minutes because this track's so short. There's just so much going on. As Ando goes down the inside under brakes, again with that extremely late braking.
He's so good under brakes, even at Maggie.
Isn't he?
He was just mega.
I wonder if he runs ABS or not. Let me bring up his HUD and see if I see the ABS line.
So we've got Barry down on 8th spot. Diogo's made his way to 9th. We've got Ricky Bobby down at 10th. He's had a shock or something. He started up the front, I'm pretty sure.
He had a big accident at the very start of the race, so I don't know if he was involved with the CP boys.
Yes,
and he's just sort of backed off and sat back as well. Because I reckon he was actually really slow out of turn 1 as well, so I don't know whether he's backed out of that to stay with those guys. He's getting close enough.
Got Filthy down at 11, and the CP brigade down in 12th and 13th.
I think Filthy would be pretty happy with P11 actually in this group.
I think.
Oh no, I'd be stoked with it if I was driving that car.
I reckon he'd be quite chuffed with that as well. the gates out to 3.1 seconds now. Over the trifecta that's scrapping for second spot. Oh, look who's catching them though. It's a bright red and blue car that's catching these guys really quickly.
Oh, hang on. Race fan has just had a big lose on the back end of the circuit. He's ready to scum from bad to worse. Good thing though, it's not for team. It's not for points at the moment though, so just dust off and start 13th in the second race.
Oh yeah, that's a big
go
lose,
after
isn't
it. That was a big crash though. Pretty much that car left. Go, he's just smacked out to a 3.2 second lead.
Troy's only 1.2 seconds behind the Motions, catching very quickly here.
Yeah, the battle with Suitlad's slowing these two down now. Ando just starting to skip away from him as well, so... Tell you what though, I can see them in the background. They're not that far away from this front pack too, so if these guys really start to pack up, like the four of these guys, I reckon they might back up to DJ and Cruz if those two stick together without being too silly. You should lose a couple of seconds a lap you'll lose by some serious battling. Strange. So these cars don't get a huge aero advantage down the front straight. The slipstream doesn't seem to affect them as much because you can pick up a little bit of pace, but as soon as you pull out, you just hit that wall of air and the car just slows up again. So you've really got to have that good extra speed out of the final corner to be able to make a run into turn one.
I think too, because that last corner is quite low speed as well. You've got to basically start from scratch by the time you're ready to get a slipstream and then you anyway.
Absolutely. These cars are really dummy down low too. They've got no torque at all. So when they're right down low in the revs, because these guys go all the way back to first gear, it's 76 k an hour on the exit, and they're really starting. They've got to try and drive it all out of there.
DJ's managed to get himself a little bit of space back to cruising now. Comes out to 9 tenths of a second, and Barry's not too far away from cruising at the moment either. He's 1.4 down the road.
Bobby smashes the fast line down by the way, guys, with a 50.5. I've noticed too though that some of the guys, I know I did this myself last week too, they'll leave it in fourth gear, they won't shift up to fifth, and they'll just ride the limiter all the way down because it doesn't actually hit the rev cut, it just flashes the revs up, so they're burning more fuel than the guys around. This isn't really a fuel race either. These cars can go all the way in without any fuel at all, so the guys that are burning the fuel hard on fourth gear banging are actually starting to lighten up compared to the guys that run into fifth. It's a very slight pace deficit at the end of the straight. I think you lose 4 or 5 k an hour without shifting up. But I think the argument there is you lose a bit extra weight towards him, which is better for the tyres. Makes the car quicker at the end of the race. As Lenosis down the inside of Suit, great move. Decisive. Clean too it was.
So Troy's dropped off the back of these guys as well, so he's must have been a little bit of an offset there.
Looks like DJ Brain is just starting to creep up to the back of Troy as well. He's just dropped cruising off a little bit at the moment, half a second. Barry Diogo just hanging at the back of the top 10 in 9th. Ricky Bobby behind him, who's still holding the fastest lap. Snartref is now covered off Filthy, so he's been doing some good laps. He's in the very, very low 52s.
Filthy's got a mirror full of race fan at the moment too.
Yeah. Race fans have shown some good pace as well. Well, Filthy just did a 105 then a 53, so he pitted and then his outlap was really slow too, so he's had a bit of a hiccup there somewhere, I'd say. Actually, no, he might have had a mistake because he's done a 105 on lap 16, but he did a 110 on lap 11. So he might have had a little bit of a tripped over something, I reckon, or spun himself out or got caught up. So race fan's probably going to grab him here.
He's not making life easy for him, though, is he?
No,
Which is quite
he's not.
To do, by the way.
Exactly. Race fan, he's going to have to run down the inside of the first turn though, so unless Filthy breaks extremely late and manages to get it turned in, race fan's going to grab him down the inside, which he does.
Open that up a little bit before the entry in there. Just let him through.
Nice and clean there from those guys as well.
Alright, so the Notions now brought that gap back to Nando. He's right underneath the rear wing of that T53 car. So we're looking to turn one here. He's going to get it done easy. and they a little bit too wide there when I run into turn 1, just knock the sand off on the other side of the street.
I'm really impressed with these guys here, especially this top, second, third, and fourth. These guys running in this pack close together. It's an intense little track. There's a lot going on. There's not a lot of time to have a rest. So to be in that kind of a battle for this long without any of these guys really making a mistake, really, really impressive. Yeah, exactly right.
So
It's good time though.
Yeah, Cruz has managed to get around DJ as well.
Oh really?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Those guys are some spots again. Yeah. DJ Barry's actually starting to close on these guys. He's bringing Diego and Ricky Bobby with him as well. Yes. So watch this space, guys. Cars to Diego has got less than a quarter of a tank of fuel, so he has burnt a lot of fuel this race. DJ Brain's really light on fuel as well. I noticed that a big issue there out of the first turn. He's wide. Ando's going to grab the inside. Nicely heads up driving there from Ando to slip on the inside.
I'll tell you what, V8's not making any time up on these guys either.
No, he's there, and I think he's sort of settled into the position of pounds if these guys trip over each other, but otherwise he's happy with starting 5th for the next race.
Yeah.
As long as he starts better than he did for the first race, because that start from the first race was terrible. I don't know whether it bagged up then bogged or what happened. Or he fell asleep, or he might have jumped the start.
I'm not too sure. We'll find out.
It was a very long hole though, so he may have rolled over the line at the start, false start penalty, because he was a very, very slow one to get away.
So DJ,
it looked like a false start.
DJ's got around cruising into turn 1.
Again.
Oh, Barry, just a big slide out of turn 1. Just
side by side with Diego. Give him some space, guys. Make sure you give it. Oh, the elbows are out. Look out. Keep it clean, boys. You've come this far. 40 seconds to go. Oh, they're still bashing doors. They're still bashing doors, these two. I don't know this. Oh, Barry's flashing the lights. There's a bit of steam there, I think. Oh, he's got really deep. He's just running off.
Oh, you can't
come on. Oh dear.
Yep.
There's a big click there, I think, guys.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Diego's been passed by O'Malley there as well. He is not going to be happy in that car at Death Grip was it Aussie Hampton Racing?
Car, yeah.
Wow, and rightfully so too. That was a straight up punt. As these guys are still going at it now. We're into the final lap now, so Ando's in second position. Goat's now 4 seconds clear of these guys as they're fighting tooth and nail for this back end of the podium. Stutlad's still sitting there in 4th. He's going to make a run into the straight. He's going to set himself out wide. Lenosis covers him. Stutland gets a good exit. Lenosis loses all the pit lane exit speed there. And he's going to get there. How's this side? Troy.
DJ's going to hold
DJ 6. And the Obsession boys. Ricky Bobby and Barry. Barry's got a big question mark over him now, I think.
I think that's an asterisk more than a question mark.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's bad.
Even Mr. Brewer's in the chat with a big shocked face, so I think he'll be on the...
I think he'll be submitting a defence this week. I think it's fair to say.
Well,
nice
we've
job.
had issues like that previously. The last couple of rounds we've had drivers that have got a bit of a
slap on the wrist.
Well, a bit of the red mist floating over their race, out of their race suit there, and they've got themselves in trouble. So
nice job from the goat, though. Has to be said.
Absolutely,
he did real well there.
Just going to send myself a picture of the grid real quick, so I can grid these guys up for the second race, because it's as we know, it's the finishing order.
There we go from the Muffin Man. Fun fact, so far this round, every Team 53 car that has raced has finished in the top 3. There you go.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Pete will be happy with that. He doesn't have to drive anymore. All his cars are getting faster.
Yeah, no, he'll be right with it, won't he?
Love you, Pete.
Yeah, love you,
that might sound like I'm throwing shade, but I'm not.
All right. More of the same in part 2.
might need to Google something real quick in a minute while I'm setting this grid, because the Alfa Romeo just released delivery and it looks like it's red and white for something different.
Ooh.
The last Formula 1 team to release delivery, guys, so while we're in the middle of setting the grid and stuff, make sure you go and have a bit of a boat peep.
Yeah. And if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button.
You do that too.
Yeah.
Alright, look at these guys to enter, please. Hold on, I need to red flag Cody, I don't need to. Just going to set the grid manually. Motorsport football, that's Petey there. Hey, I'm not complaining. I wouldn't be complaining either.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either, mate. Pete will know actually. What time's St. Pete on in the morning, Pete? Stickers, it'll be interesting to read the defence. Yeah. Don't know about that.
Oh, there you go. The CP boys are in chats in the thing already saying that thanks for waiting, but you didn't need to, kind of thing. So I don't know what happened between those two guys at the start of the race because I wasn't watching that part of the field. But hopefully they have a better race this time. They get into it, and one's starting out of P10, one's starting out of P12. So they've got a bit of work to do, but this one's for points. As I'm setting the grid now, guys, it's good old GT manual grid setting. I thought I'd be over this by now, but of course we're not. DJ Brain there. He's a great effort from DJ Brain there for P6.
Yeah, he did well there. Got around
forward
cruising
to-
right at the end there.
I'm looking forward to him in Cruising Part 2. It's going to be interesting to watch. Barry's going to start at 9th. Expect to see Diego find his way into his mirrors at some point during the race, I'd say. Alright, so your grid is Goat out of P1 with Ando beside him. It's going to be an interesting run to turn 1. Lenosius and Suitlade out of 3 and 4. V8, DJ Brain out of 5 and 6. Row 4 is Cruisin' and Ricky Bobby. Row 5 is Berry and his Maltruth. Row 6 is Diego and Race Fan, and out of row 7 is Filthy. They're ready to go.
Oh, there you go. Lenosius has piped up with an apology for the goat as well.
Don't think it matters.
No, I don't think it matters.
Goat's like, no worries, I won, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, who cares?
The Retaliator always gets pinged, just saying, Ando. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's start the race, guys.
Let's start the race.
Everyone's on the grid, we're good to go. Righto, let's do it. Race 2, this one's the big one, 4 points. Same distance though, luckily, so we're not going to be sitting here all night waiting for these guys to finish.
Alright. We better head to the track, I suppose.
Alrighty, I'm waiting for it to let me get in. I can't see yet, so I'm just going to sit here and wait.
Yeah, I can't see either. Another
Come
long
on.
hold.
Come on. There we go.
Alright, they're off. So you guys can see at home.
I was going to say, this
And it's
Goat leading the way.
yeah, it's got a
Lenosius
good
tucked in.
start.
Ando with a really wide entry.
Oh, cruising!
Down the inside, just runs
Oh,
them all off.
no.
Cruising, come on, mate.
That
Oh
was never
no, Cruising
gonna
went
work.
Skittles through turn 1.
That was never going to work.
He's just gone on with it too, so he thinks it was fair.
Good on you, mate.
Bobby.
Diego, good stuff from Diego. DJ's
Oh,
had the
V8.
bag looking at mate.
Yeah, V8 got run off in that as well. So he's had a rough start to the day.
Bet you was pushing a bit harder now, isn't he?
Berry's managed to climb his way up to 4th position though out of all that, so I don't know what he did through the first corner, but he was right up there.
Done well there. DJ managed to miss absolutely everything and it's still in the same spot where he started.
Yeah, everyone moved around him, he's still sitting there.
Yeah.
Well, he's actually got up 1 spot, he's now 5th.
He's
4th
fourth now. That's a great run at the turn 1 there. without
Who
having
got
to be
screwed
there.
out of that?
Just,
Supercup got screwed.
back up the front now. So Moses and Ando taking their battle for the qualifying race.
Now there were two. So that's out of the picture now. Geez, that's a big gap back to fourth too. It's 2 seconds already.
Yeah.
These guys are skipping away now.
Diego! No, you can't do that. Oh my god.
I missed it. I didn't see it.
That was terrible.
Did he just aim someone up? He did too.
Yeah, he did.
Did he miss the guy he was aiming for?
I don't. No, he didn't. He got both of them though. That was a straight up retaliation for the first race.
He's watching it now. Just back the stream up to watch it real quick.
So the gap now from Lynocious to Ricky Bobby in fourth is now 3 seconds.
I can see them in the background there as the stream catches up. Oh dearie me.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh boys.
It's not good.
Oh, that is not good.
Barry's giving Cruisin a big shove into the final corner as well. Race fan's going to keep bearing.
Race fan's doing a good job to go his way through the back here, to be honest. Tell you what, this track, these cars, there's a bit of barge going on at the moment. These boys need to really start to calm down, I think, because a lot of them now I can see massive penalties or race bans above their head for what we've had in the past lately. There's been some pretty swift action on some of these guys for these deliberate punts.
Troy's having a big battle with Ismail Truth here as well. He finally gets it done. And it's for 8th spot.
Those two guys you'd expect to be fighting in front of the field, so they both had incidents. In the previous race it was Mal and this race of V8. So hopefully they can pull their way back up. It's sort of giving it to the three guys at the front at the moment. They're just walking away. 3 seconds clear now, Ricky Bobby.
This guy's running real wide into the grass on the outside of the last corner.
Oh,
as well.
Perry with a late entry to the pits. Just inside the pit wall. It's a really early start to the pits there.
It's an early one, isn't it?
So early they won't let him select him. Game's freaking out.
Just putting new boots on. Hopefully they're putting some green tea in that drink bottle as well.
He's just got, I think he had rectangle tyres on there, so he just put some round ones back on it.
Yeah.
Womble's falling for the red flag.
So yeah,
I can understand your anger there, Womble, because your boy got a fair scent there in the first corner. This is the worst thing about a sprint race set up too, because the first race you could have a great day. Okay, soon had there was the top 4 the whole race. The second race, turn 1, someone comes up from behind, just runs to the inside and runs you off. Well, they were a good day at the office. DJ Brain has dropped back to 8th as well after that debacle in the final corner.
Yeah.
His great race has been just... Yeah, his great race from the first race has been solved now as well.
Yeah. So a nice little battle to sort that down there.
But this is the measure of a race though, whether they can dust it off and get on with it, you know, and let the stewards do their job after the race, or whether they're going to pound for the rest of the race. You know, I'm putting my hand up to someone who's done that personally myself as well. Cruised around the back of the field with a bit of a sulk on myself, so it's easy enough to do. Anyway, back to the lead. These three guys are not letting the goat get away this time, I've noticed.
They're right underneath the rear wheel, aren't they?
Oh, they're flirting with that pit wall. That was looking for a run here.
Way wide out the last corner as well. Get up the front.
Endo wide. Lets the kid go really deep on the inside line. They're going to try and get exit. That corner just exits too tight for that to work, I think.
It's right underneath the back wheel though.
No, it's just with the fastest lap too. That's going to be handy with points for him as well. 51.6 if you don't mind.
Oh, the goat runs
The kid gets out of shape. Again though, it's a one-line groove down through here. Endo's got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
But he can set him up with the overspeed. You can hear the goat just banging down through the gears to try and stop him there. You can hear it banging through the gears as he goes into the pits. Another really stop. He got a bit of a bump, he was offline there, so he thought, you know what, I'm going to cut into the pits, try and get an undercut.
So that takes Ricky Bobby to third.
Oh, He's lonesome there. Raceman's had a good job this race so far to get himself back up the field. He started 12th, so he's 5th.
He did get a fair bit of help.
He did, yeah.
Got to be honest.
He was the great white hope for the CP Motorsport as he joined in. I believe he joined last season, the end last season, so
Just
he's
smoked everyone in the
he's taken a while to get comfortable in the Porsche, but he seems to be showing some speed lately. I'm interested to see what he does moving forward. As Troy has a look at the back bumper.
So, the goat pitted him.
Yeah, Goat's pitted himself out of the way. I just heard from the comms there from Ragged Edge Racing that the brake pedal slipped in the first race, and it was a 5-star penalty for Troy. There you go.
There you go. So the goat's down at 12th, 17 seconds off the pace. No one around him, so
It was a quick outlap though. He did a 109, so it wasn't a long stop in any stretch of the imagination. So I think he'll come back to him. He's well clear of Berry, who's also stopped. Who did 109.8 as well, so they're about the same through the pits, those guys. No, Berry was 0.7 of a second slower.
But even there into turn 10.
Do Ando and Lenosis going to cover him off?
No.
They do not. Ando tried to feint the entry there though, you see that? He drifted wide and then cut across the last second. There's a couple of them going in the background. Souplad's in, so he's going for the undercut. That's smart for him. Get him out of that pack. Get in, get the car sorted now and again. Get some clean air running. Make up some spots.
So V8's just all over the back of race fan now.
They've still been flirting with each other for the last couple of laps. It's hard to be that tight up the back bumper of the other car too, because depending on what view you race from as well, a lot of these guys like to race from nose cam, and you can't see anything under the back bumper of the car in front. Just take up the entire screen. A lot of the guys do tend to race from inside the car now, so they get a better idea of what's going on around them. As Troy gets really out wide. He likes that exit outside line, doesn't he, through the final turn?
I think he'll come in, mate.
Here they go.
Okay.
Race fan with him. These guys aren't burning much fuel, I've noticed. They're all around the low 60s. Like Diego's heaps of fuel in his car. 67 still.
Diego's not bad on the full side, mate.
That's the thing, that these guys have spent all season having to save fuel. This is the one race you don't have to, so they're not used to revving the car out.
So the goat's 4 seconds behind Filthy, and he's just over 7.5 seconds in front of race fan. So you can do basically whatever he likes. I'm sure he's got some pretty good investments.
Let's go and check him. Goat's last lap was a 51.7. He's now purple through sector 1 in this one, so he's got the pace on. But then come the leaders. 58 from Lenosis, he knows how to burn fuel.
Stay down.
He's going to go long again. 56 from Cruz, and he's got a hole in his fuel tank.
DJ's got 56 as well, so
here comes the goat down the front straight. He's going to clear a lot of them, I think.
should clear quite a few.
Here they come.
It's close.
Straight past, he's gone. No, he's way gone. It's going to be 2 seconds. Nice job from the goat there.
Pumped out a couple of real quick laps.
Geez, how close did I get that? 1.96. I said it was going to be 2 seconds.
Done well.
Should do this more often. And he's accelerating away now as those two guys start to fight over real estate again. So he might have actually done himself a favour and got himself out of their way. Zando's having to cover for Lenosis down the hill as Lenosis is tucked right in under that rear wing.
So Bobby's in now.
Oh, they overdo it into the final turn. Lenosis is going to get a run.
Quite interesting to see where Bobby comes out.
He was fairly close to the front pack now, so he's going to come out behind Cruisin', I think. I know, in front of Cruisin', he's cleared Cruisin'. Quite comfortably, actually. So he's out in P4.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice job.
Race fans work his way up to 6 spot, tries up to 7. Here he's P8 with the world's biggest Astros.
He does. He goes in really, really tight against the apex. I might have said to him during the week to not sit out wide because everybody just dives out your inside.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to me over and over again last week. So I got a bit steamed up under the collar every lap. I tried to get out and get a good race line, and someone had just dived at the apex and just used me as a buffer to stop. Just notice it's purple again. He's put on some lap times at the moment. He's got the overspeed on Ando with nowhere to go. He's trying though. He's trying to find a way around. That whole back half of the circuit's just a one-line groove, so there's not much you can do through there.
Just hope and pray that you get a nice, break the right turn 10, I suppose. It's all the rules. Nice drive from Cruiser to P5.
Ando's just beat that fastest lap with a 51.5. Oh wow, he did a 51.534 and Lenoche did a 51.547 in response there as well. So those guys are right on it. Going for comparison's sake, did a 51.7. So he's just eased off a little bit, I think. Getting the car home, 6 minutes to go, 2 seconds in the lead still, so he's holding that gap.
Yeah.
Bobby did a 51.9.
Stickers saying these guys here need to work together for a couple of laps and try and bring that gap down.
100%. Tell you what, the pack's getting a bit spicy from about 6th to the back. So you've got Race Fan V8, you've got Supercup who's starting to get his way through the field, now 8th, closing in.
Nice drive from the Readiness boys tonight, they've done well.
I think he'd be much happier to be up the front with the boys that he was racing in the first race, but
Yes.
DJ Brain down the inside. Again with that late braking from DJ, great job. Diego now is right at the back of Berry again.
Oh, do we put a camera on it or not? We will, because
I'm going to watch it and see what happens. Just for interest's sake. He's right under his back bumper though, so he's right there if he wants to do something silly.
He hasn't touched it yet.
No, he hasn't. He's been.
Alright, sorry guys.
Just now there, currently 12th. He's had a bit of a rough. Oh, he's at the pit wall. It might have been a lag spike again. No, he's a bit laggy being from Europe, so the ping's a bit nuts for him at the moment. As Diego's around the outside of Berry through turn 1, they're going to rub panels again. These guys are starting. They're still rubbing. They're still rubbing. Come on, guys. Behave yourselves. Berry goes super deep into the back section, so I think. Oh, he wriggles across. This is gonna have danger signs on it in a second. One of these two are going to end up in hospital if they're not careful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Diego goes to the inside.
Oh,
Berry just blocks the apex and brakes.
Oh, wow.
This is getting nasty from these two.
What have we got? 4.5 minutes, so there's probably 4 laps to go.
Yeah, they need to put a cold towel over the back of the neck and just calm down.
Here comes Diego.
11,
Berry's
10,
pushing
11.
him over.
Berry's running into
Oh,
the
there he
each other again. They're both gone.
Oh,
They're both gone.
Well,
That was always going to happen.
Yeah,
That's silly.
absolutely.
That is silly. Two cars that run into each other on a straight bit of road. That is silliness.
Seems to be a lot of that tonight.
Unreal. I'm actually really disappointed to see that. Both cars got damage, and they're now 12th and 13th in a 13-car race. Anyway, back up to the guys who are actually doing it properly.
Yeah, back up the front. So these guys, Lenoche and Ando actually are closing that gap.
Yeah, 1.3 seconds.
So they'll put their heads together and thought maybe if we work together we'll catch this guy. Got Ricky Bobby in 4th. Nice drive from Ricky. Harrison in 5th. Race fan in 6th. He's managed to resist the challenge from Troy. And Troy's got 1 4 seconds to go to catch him. DJ and Superman are having a great little battle here for 8th spot.
DJ's had a great race tonight.
Yeah, DJ's catching Troy as well, so...
Yeah, this is going to be a nice little finish for these guys. A couple, 2.5 minutes to go, 3 minutes. That's probably what...
3 or 4 laps maybe.
They might get 4 laps if they're lucky. They're going to be close to 4 laps.
He
DJ goes really deep on the inside line.
Troy runs a little bit wide out of turn 1 as well. DJ will get him.
But it's caught Lenosis out in the grass here as well. He's got purple again. These guys are flying out of 2nd and 3rd. They're catching the goat too. They're 1 second behind. These two are working together. They're not actually racing. I just saw Lenosis down the hill, just pushing Ando down the hill there the whole way. They've figured this out, these two.
Finally.
This is on, guys. This is really on. As Berry gets out of the way, going a lap down. He went through the pits again.
Nice
Yeah,
job,
Lenosis, watch him catch him. He's going to land on that back bumper. There's the tap. So they're 0.8 seconds off the goat and closing in. It's a tyre life. Oh, they got better tyres too. The goat's tyres are cooked. He's in trouble.
Yeah.
2 laps to go, 0.8 of a second. He's in trouble.
Yeah, the chat not really a big fan of what's going on tonight either. Fair to say.
No, they're not. Fair to say too. Not very happy with that. As the goat goes really deep into the fight, he's in trouble. He's grip limited. Look at Ricky Bobby too, he's on the back of this as well now. He's caught these guys quietly without anyone looking.
Yeah,
oh no, sorry, that's Berry. No, never mind, it's Berry.
Just sorry, Ricky Bobby's behind Barry though.
Yeah, Berry's a lap down. He's in. I thought it was Ricky Bobby out of 4th. Jeez, he's caught up. But it's alright, it's Berry that's just tucked in behind these guys on the fresh rubber, so he's doing quite easily to keep up with him at the moment. As they're right on the back of the goat now.
This is on now.
And they've got 2 laps to go. Well, this lap completion and 1 more after this.
Oh, the goat runs
As the goat goes wide, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Ando's going to slip down. Oh, he tries it.
Jeez.
That's going to put Lenosis down with the overspeed. He gets to the back of Ando. He gives him a push. Get up under him again, he said. The goat's starting to panic. He's got no grip left at all and needs to try and cover his line. But he knows he's in trouble. He knows these guys will pick up. As he struggles to get out of the corner again, Ando has a look.
Big block there.
The goat goes to the inside.
Come back over, Sunshine. Ando's
out to dry, yeah. Ando's out.
Oh,
Lenosis down the inside. Into the goat. They're going to squeeze. The goat gets thrown.
Oh, Ando.
Ando just saved the goat. Then he ran out wide. As Lenosis took advantage and just slipped past. He's going to get this, I think. He's just rubbed away. That was a opportunist move there from the back of his car. Oh, it's just really wide. There's a defence. I think the goat's going to save him though. The goat being in 2nd's probably saved his life here because Ando's stuck behind him down the hill.
See that go.
Goat dives! Oh, Ando, watch Ando here with the exit.
Oh, nice little block there.
Oh, Lenosis just stuffed it. It's a drag race. He goes to cover Ando. Looks like the goat's going to win it.
Wow.
The goat wins it.
Oof.
Wow.
Ricky Bobby will come home 4th, Cruising 5th, Race Fan 6th. DJ's going to hold out Superman for 7th spot.
Oh, who went around? Oh, Troy went around the last corner.
Ismail comes home 9th. That's a great result for his debut ride.
Filthy got in the 10.
Filthy's. Oh, look at this. Filthy's going to wait for him. Jeez. Oh, Troy's going to knock him over.
Come on, boys. Someone finish the race, please.
Diego will finish 12th and Barry will finish 13th.
Filthy just gave up team points. I don't have to have a word to him.
Yeah, I think that'll be the least of your worries, mate. But well done, Goat. Flew the flag quite high for the Death Group boys tonight, so well done to him. Whew. Wowee.
Back slowly out of the Supercup chat.
Yep.
As the timing has started.
Oh dear.
I best save that replay, I think. I don't particularly want to. But I'm probably going to be fairly employed this week. So he had it in the bag and then overshot the last corner and then couldn't get the power down in the last corner and just slipped it out sideways. And that was it. She was all over with him.
All right, driver of the day, guys. We'll get a few of these in before we wrap it up. Driver of the day next weekend is 100% going to go to the stewards team already, so I'm going to put that in right now. Filthy's just called Troy an idiot.
Well, thoughts, Jimmy?
That was hard work to call. There was a lot going on.
Goat's pretty happy.
Yeah, I bet he is. So he should be too. It was good except for the bits that weren't. I think the top four did real well the whole race. Really, it was them the whole time.
I'm going to say it now. The top four showed what S1's supposed to be all about. Now, I'm not blaming everybody from the midfield because there was obviously guys that were just there. But some of that stuff I saw in the midfield today, these guys need to have a bloody good look at themselves because that is atrocious.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with it. I don't think the guys that are watching are happy with it. But seeing guys serving each other up into corners and side by side bashing down the straights to the point where cars get spun off the road in a straight line, it's not good enough. And I don't want to continue doing this with people that are going to keep doing that. So we're going to be having serious words with guys, I think, because that's not what we want to look about. This is for people to watch. This is for people to tune in and watch. And we don't want to see guys smashing cars up on purpose. That's not right, guys. I don't know what you're thinking. It's just silliness. But anyway, we'll unpack it during the week and go from there as we head into we've got one round to go in these cars. I know people are pretty burnt out in them now, and I'm obviously going to put my hand up for that too. I'm sick of driving this car myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we've got a new game coming in a week, and one more round in GT Sport and in these cars. Then we can move on and do something different. But we just need the guys just to clean it up a bit because that wasn't good enough at all. And I know there's going to be a lot of chat tonight. I think in and out of admin, I'd say, because there's a lot to unpack from this race, or these two races.
Yes, there's
but
a lot, is putting it lightly, I think.
The guys that did it right, you obviously know who you are, and the guys that did the wrong thing know who they are too. And these guys that are better than this normally too. I'm actually really surprised with some of the people I saw doing what they did. So hopefully we can all cool off and move on. But we'll get it stuck into it this week, and we'll come back next week in Group A. So these guys, it's a big race this week. So it's on Sunday next week. So it's the final, the Enduro at Le Mans.
Yeah.
And you've got.
Is it an hour or is it 90 minutes?
It's an hour, I believe. God, who'd want to do 90 minutes around Le Mans?
I don't even want to do an hour, but I have to.
But we've got the Titanic battle between Corgi and VLX GTR in the black light car. So, black light. Hey. Versus the guys from Ragged Edge who are trying to back it up again with another team's championship as well. Those guys have been on fire. But expect to see the likes of Kiwi Raikkonen sticking his nose in there. He's third place in the championship at the moment, so he's in with a sniff if something goes wrong with the front two as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And
so it's
the battle of the team championship supremacy will carry on in the challenge as well. With Lightning and Ragged Edge boys, and they're first through fourth in the championship too as well. So I think there'll be a lot of teamwork going on next weekend in the challenge race, which I'm sure will make for fantastic viewing. I believe we're not. Are we running qualifying on the stream next week? We start early next week.
I believe we're not. I believe we're running qualifying off stream, and then you've got to transfer to the start of the race for both races because they're longer races, guys. So we don't want to have the stream blow out too stupid long. And the qualifying is going to be. I think it's going to be. I think it says 10 minutes, but the guys get free choice of tyres as well. So there's a little bit of red flagging for races next week as well to get the guys on the correct tyre. Being such a long race, being a dual compound race as well. We didn't want to blow the stream out by too long because it would have added another half an hour to the stream having qualifying showing as well, so would have blown it out to a 2-hour stream. We don't want to do that to everybody on a Sunday night, so we'll short and sharp, watch the races, get over a bit of a chat, and then get on with it.
Yeah, all right, very good. Well, thanks to everyone that tuned in. We've got a couple of driver of the days here for GOAT. Womble says driver of the day, Womble with flat stick. Leave that one away. No dramas to stranger. Hope you enjoyed it, mate.
Great drive, by the way, stranger. Done well, mate.
The fan club says that was an interesting race.
Yeah.
Congrats to the podium and excellent commentary. Thank you, sir. Well done, guys, keeping track of it. Yeah, it was. There was a lot to keep track of tonight. I'm not going to lie. So, but yeah, next week in Giro at Le Mans, it should be good. Nice to see the championship go down to the last race again as well, which is always handy. So. I believe Troy's in the box next week with yourself.
I don't think he is.
Oh,
I think he's away.
Oh,
Might be Adam.
Might be Adam.
Maybe. We will figure it out during the week and let everybody know anyway.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely. So keep an eye on the socials, guys. You'll get everything you need to know there. I believe Karen's gone already, hasn't he?
Yes, I believe so.
All right, cool. Well,
Wedding planning.
Thank you very much, Lucas.
Thank you, mate.
And once again, thanks everyone for watching. This has been Sector 1.